When it comes to having a beautiful garden, the key really is getting your watering system right. Now, no matter how you water your plants, it's critical you do it this time of the year. We might be coming out of the hottest time of the year with summer, but believe it or not, autumn is actually one of the most critical times to water your plants. You see, the summer has dried out the aquifers, the trees have soaked up moisture, irrigation systems have taken it out of the ground, and your soil moisture levels are starting to dry quite severely. This is the time when your plants should be growing at their very best. The mild conditions are perfect. So supplementing your water supply properly now with irrigation or sprinklers is critically important. Here is my sprinkler guide. The classic sprinkler design that's a part of many Aussie kids' childhood is the 3-arm sprinkler. If you haven't run and jumped through the throw of one of these as a kid, you've missed out. Interestingly, the design was brilliant. It evenly distributed water over a fairly large area, with the maximum distribution being about 110 square metres. The original design featured aluminium or steel arms, but these would corrode. Now, the new Holman version uses UV-protected plastic and delivers large droplets, meaning less loss to evaporation and a deeper drink for the lawn or garden bed's roots. Now, the other sprinkler that's an absolute classic is this one. This is the oscillating sprinkler. Now, the way it works is it moves back and forth in a bit of a squared off pattern, so it's ideal for those square cornered backyards. And with the right pressure, it can cover a huge 275 square metres. And the great thing about this sprinkler is each of the droplets is quite large, so when it hits the ground, it really does soak into the lawn and garden. The end plug can be removed to clear out debris from the nozzles if you find them starting to block. But what do you do with long, narrow gardens or lawns? Well, if it's a garden just 30 centimetres or so wide, then this is awesome. It's recycled tyres that make the dripper hose, and this hose weeps moisture when pressurised. Now, these can sit under mulch or on the surface of the soil and be run from a garden tap or hose or connected to the retic system as well. When it comes to pots and garden beds, poly pipe is probably the best option. Running a length of poly along the ground on the surface and plugging in risers or spray heads or drippers into pots is such a simple way to ensure that every pot gets a good soak, whether you're around to do it on a hot day or not. This consistent soil moisture will ensure maximum growth outcomes, and that translates to lush, happy, healthy plants. And of course, there's the good old 20-metre soaker hose. This has to be one of the best ways to irrigate or water big, long, narrow stretches of garden and lawn. And if you can get the moisture back into the soil, this autumn is going to see the best growth you've ever seen in your garden plants, because autumn is a wonderful time of the year if your plants are getting the water. If you're not sure what sprinkler's best for you, duck into your local Bunnings store and check out the Holman irrigation section. That's where you'll find all the sprinklers that I've talked about today.